Motion Picture Editors Guild, these guys do the cuts. We call them in the industry the final director because they're the ones responsible for how all the puzzle pieces go together. And if it's not done right, they could ruin a film or make it a masterpiece. Cinematographers Guild on the right, these guys are the masters behind the camera. As I mentioned, framing is everything. You can take buildings, you can take places and put them in other places in the world and trick you into thinking that it's all real, when really...
Sorry about that, guys.
It's a creative
connection went out, I think.
That we are lulling you into. Hopefully, you forget that it's not real.
Let's get Mr. Fortnite, let's get Alien. Hope you're going.
How do they get those dinosaurs to do that? They're not real. A lot of times, I mean, there's like all kinds of like CGI going on, layered on top of real animatronics and things like that. The extent of what they do for major motion pictures today is unbelievable. I've been lucky enough to be like, you know, a featured extra on a few of those big sets, but I've never had a role in any of those big films. I'm still hoping for it one day. On the left is the Directors Guild. Directors Guild is two giant theaters, and this is the home of the Directors Union. This looks a lot about like Justin Bieber's old house. If you ever saw a picture of it in Beverly Hills, it was blue glass, his big party house that they finally got him out of. The top was like a cylinder, and he had a swimming pool hanging out the back of it. But that is the Directors Guild. That's where, again, that is two theaters where different production companies like Netflix or Apple TV or MGM or whomever wants to get one of their shows nominated. They invite everybody in the industry to come see free films, free screenings, and that's when you get to meet different people who want to be nominated. It's kind of an amazing thing. Sarah Silver is one of my favorites. This is the Laugh Factory on the right. Tonight in Edward, you'll see 6 to 8 comedians on the verge of fame, already famous or super famous.
Trying to go to the gym.
Sometimes not in that order. You never know who you're going to see. The reason is people are practicing. They're practicing for a tour. They're practicing to do a Netflix special, whatever. They have to make sure that that material is good before they film it. That's not the first time that they're doing that when you see that special. So a lot of times they toured with that material. Just to check it out. So for $25 on the 2-week window, you can experience that. This little canyon right here. Now, by the way, I'm just going to tell you guys, this first part of the tour, this stuff comes at you really quickly. I try to go as slow as possible. We're going to get honked, but it's Saturday. We should be okay. Because I want you guys to get pictures, but just be ready, okay? Because you only really get to see this stuff once. And I want you to see it. Coming up on the right is Chateau Marmont. This is where we lost Mr. Belushi. He died of an overdose here. This is still considered the big rock and roll hotel. If you want to go have like an amazing lunch inside their very famous restaurant in here that's all covered in ivy, it has been used in like 100 different films. It's unbelievable. It's fun to see these places from outside, but in order to really feel them, you have to be inside them. And you can't do them all because it's expensive. Or maybe you can. I don't know. If you can, you should. You should do as many of these things that I'm suggesting because
I'm at Orange Beach.
Feel that about like what happens here behind the curtains of like what you see on TV and film when you're back home. That makes sense. On the left is the Standard Hotel. It's being remodeled right now. If anybody was a fan of Sex and the City in its original series, this is where the ladies were staying when they were visiting Hollywood. They did a couple of episodes there. Carnies, hot dogs and hamburgers on the right. In a real train car. And David Dobrik's Pizza from TikTok fame. Saddle Ranch, this was also used in Sex and the City where Miranda rode the mechanical bull. They still have it there. Come in and ride it. People still remember that episode, so you can ride it free. On the left is the Sunset Tower Hotel. This is an incredible Art Deco hotel built here in the 1930s. They just redid that whole hotel, so it's spectacular. And on the right is the Allendas swimming pool on the roof there. Several of these hotels offer the ability to rent lounge chairs at the pool, so you don't necessarily have to be living or staying at the hotel. So you might want to check that out. Probably want to see if that's possible. On the right is the Comedy Store. $25 plus a TV room. It's another iconic launch pad for comedians. You can see all the famous names on the side that owe their careers. And look at the 3D video screen on my left. The Pendry Hotel. It goes all the way down. Anyway,
See, that would look tough. And it's a V. It's a V. That thing is loud.
The Mondrian is on the left, and right next to it is the world famous Mondrian Sky Bar, which is a daytime pool party, nightclub combination thing that happens at the back of the hotel, that hangs off the back of the hotel.
The original one, it's like
What else? One hotel cut up on the left.
comedy.
Some of these are brand new
Forgot to
hotels.
say
And a lot
hi.
of the newer
You're a good
hotels,
Sebastian.
and some of the older ones now too, they offer all kinds of things that you can do on
What
the
in
roofs.
the world?
So you can go and like
Look at that net.
have a lunch there.
Look at that.
You can go have a coffee or whatever if you want to see what the hotels are like and you're not staying there. That's a nice little trick. Make a reservation. You always want to make a reservation because they're going to treat you.
Oh, that's crazy. That's huge.
Even if you think it's empty.
Let's get Hannah. Hope you're having a great one.
Even if it's small for the parking lot.
You look so cool.
Coming up. Okay, good. That's the first thing they're going to ask you if you're on the left is the AKA Hotel.
AP.
She ain't got an AP. She is not mine. She for the streets. I mean,
The AKA Hotel
It's,
actually was
something
designed
Future
for
said.
the
He was like,
industry because
you
can actually
identify
stay
my
here for
bitches
3
with
months.
AP.
People coming here to do
she ain't got an
projects.
AP. She is not
You can
mine.
book this
All I
hotel
know is with that.
for longer than you really are allowed to book a lot of hotels. They don't
Let's
stay
get Banana. Hope you have a great one.
that long, like you're living there. And Kim Kardashian, am I right? Skims. Yeah, it's like packed.
Whoa, it's your movie.
Kim there. I thought they were
That's
in
not nice.
grand opening, but I never saw it. Maybe I missed it. Mel's driving
Where are
on the
you
right.
going?
used
We're
in,
on a bus tour of LA
TV shows like
right
A
now.
British
We're on
Shorty,
Sunset.
Happy
Sunset
Days. And on the
Boulevard right
left
now.
is
We're going to a bunch of
Oppenheim
places
Group.
today.
This is the TV show Selling Sunset. Anybody watch that show? With all the ladies in tiny miniskirts and 5-inch heels selling like $40 million properties, I can tell. Right up here, Sunset Plaza. These are all the properties. This is the area that they use on the TV show, if anybody watches that. This is Sunset Plaza area. Lots of restaurants, lots of shops, great people watching.
People
It's
watching
kinda
this
cloudy
so
right now,
real.
but it should like. It's supposed to be like super sunny today, I think so. Look at the screen on the left. So this is the Sunset Strip.
Join it.
Check my favorite like the stream.
There's your girl, dude.
Who is it?
The singer.
Coming up on the left is the Dialogue Cafe. Now, a couple things happening here. I always like to show you guys the things that tourists like to see, but
Yeah,
I always
Zendaya.
like to
Oh, I
tell you
didn't
about
say
things that
Zendaya.
people who actually live here, we actually do.
Who's this Hawkeye from?
And this place right over here, the Dialogue Cafe, is a good example.
So much.
This is like locals.
That's
The same price as
all day long.
Starbucks, but it's way more like indicative of how it feels to live here. There's a lot of
I'm in LA. Word, bro. Yeah.
trying to get into.
What'd you say,
the
Frontier?
Or
Book
primary?
Soup on my left.
What is it?
Last
The
book
standard,
version of
that's right.
Strip. They're amazing because they have live book signings a lot. And so if you're into that, you might want to check out like who's coming. Because they have like pop-up events and things like that. And the Viper Room right here on the left, this is where we lost River Phoenix. He died on the sidewalk here. Viper Room is a legendary rock and roll nightclub that launches careers.
funny.
What's the rock?
What do you mean? Well, it's similar to the Whiskey
Bro,
Bell,
it is
which coming up
Dwayne
here on the right.
Johnson in the window.
Well, they're all similar to the clubs
Crazy.
that we've already passed because how it works here in Hollywood is that if you're a stand-up comedian or if you are a rock and roller,
Bro got drippy
you
shoes.
have an entry into the business by
Appreciate that.
club.
I'm watching from
These-
Germany. Yo,
these are what
welcome
we're
in,
playing
bro.
tonight at the
I'm
Whiskey
watching from
Go Go,
LA.
right?
Dude, we gotta do like a meetup
You know
in
what
LA.
catch
Would
is
that be
that you have
crazy?
to be able
How
to
many
fill a
viewers do I
club
have
like
in
that
LA?
in order to book
We could do like a LA meetup. That'd be crazy for the
That's how
video.
it works.
That would be
Right,
crazy.
special car collection.
Oh my
You can
god.
rent, you can purchase any of these cars.
Ferraris.
You
I
can
saw a
pretend like you're
Countach.
super rich 24 hours at a time.
Oh no, that was a Ferrari. That's a
Oh, look
McLaren.
at the motorcycles on the left. Hands in the bus, guys. This is like a tame group. But there are giant groups that are not tame. And if you see them... Have you guys seen them already?
Yes.
You have?
No.
No, you haven't? They take over the street. Hundreds of them.
How'd you do
They're all
this?
doing wheelies, and they're all on like illegal dirt bikes. They're not,
Chicken jockey.
so they don't have license plates or anything, so the police can't catch them. Last summer, it was like a really big deal.
Chicken jockey.
They would take over like Hollywood Boulevard, hundreds of
I'm too young.
signs
Oh, I got
coming down
you.
the street. It was insane. On the right is the Roxy and the Rainbow Room. Again, these clubs open for bands that can fill them. That's how it works.
Yeah.
The club does not go and pick you. You pick the club because you know why? If you can book this club, guess who's going to be there without you inviting them? People who can change your world. If they want to. On the right is the Keys Club. Now this is not open yet, but this is really amazing because this is going to be a launch pad for rhythm and
I
blues.
saw a Lamborghini
rap,
in England. That's
and for
cool.
rap artists who want to get in front of, like, you know, assistants of music moguls. Because they're going to be there in the back, whomever. They're going to be taking notes. They might follow you around. They might check you out online. They're going to see your followers, all of that. See if you're ready. And that's how it works.
Yeah.
You know,
They're leaned
if
over
you're
on it,
not
too.
in a
That's-
club like this, you have to try
that's
to
theirs.
invite all those types of people. And are they going to come? No. They might. They might send an assistant. It depends on how high up they are. You know? If they're really high up, the answer is like, you know, no.
Oh, there's a Waymo.
They'll come and get you when they see you already. The big agents, what they do is they take people from the small agents. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Once they see you in a project and they're like, dude, you're good. Where have you been? I've been here.
What's up,
Where's the
Tweeper? Hope you're having a great one. I've seen like 2 Cybertrucks on the way home from
That's kind of
school.
how it works. And then you deal with all those upper projects. On the right is the Bird Streets Cafe. If anybody watching any of the $1 Million Listing shows, any of that, you know about the Bird Streets. They're right up here. There are all of these streets that are named. It's a very simple reason. They're named after birds, but they are some of the most expensive properties in this area. The Doheny Estates. Now, I talk about all this stuff. You cannot go up there. But if you have a car, please raise your hand. Raise your hand if you've rented a car. If you have access to an automobile in your group, raise your hand, please. One person? That's so insane to me that you come to Los Angeles and don't think first to rent a car because it's expensive to go around in Ubers and that, and it's going to limit your ability to explore. And this city is like amazing to just explore. This is Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
It's open to the public.
Beverly
We can't go up there.
Hills.
Look at the
Whoa.
fire engines. There must be a cat like stuck up in a tree somewhere. He's very Yeah. Anyway.
Crazy.
Stop calling the fire department, man. Every time the cat's in it. Yeah. Alright. Are you guys ready? Just say yes. Okay, because this is where this stuff gets deep. And if you really want to understand and kind of have your mind blown about all of this, you gotta come with me a little bit back in time, okay? Because just a little over 100 years ago, none of this existed. None of it. And this is just the tip of the iceberg of what is here. Okay, this goes on and up and over and around and into Bel Air and Hopi Hills, etc. It's
No, I don't know who that is.
It is. I've traveled a lot in this world. I've seen it a lot of places with my physical eyes. I've never seen a created world like this. Nowhere. With all of the different architectures that represent every different country and every different time period from every 4 corners of the globe. Because when Los Angeles was being created, it invited artists from everywhere. It was the first place that really said, bring who you are here. Like, we're kind of known for that, like diversity. And so what you'll see in these magical worlds are representations of all different countries at their best, really. But why is all of this here is what I'm trying to get at. It's here, and you're not going to really believe me when I say it, but you may understand as we go along here. It's here because of you. What do you mean? Here come a bunch of more motorcycles. I'll let them go. Here comes some more. I'm just gonna hold on a second and let them all go. What do you mean it's here for
Someone's
you?
about to come ripping.
Okay. Just hold a second.
Oh, that was a McLaren. Ooh, I got that. Just casually see a McLaren on the road. Where else?
These guys are at least like following the law. These guys are on actual legal bikes because they have license plates. So they're being a lot more tame. That's probably why their group is separate too, part. Because they're following, the red lights and everything. You get tickets in this neighborhood without ever seeing a policeman because of all the RoboCops. If you haven't noticed them yet, they're everywhere. All the cameras. So back to what I was saying. You have to understand that
It's
when
the car
motion
from
pictures
Fortnite?
began,
There's no way
it was
that's
the
what you
first
say when you see a
time that
McLaren,
people,
bro.
human beings
Dude.
like you guys, you
You
could
know
see
geometry
through a
dash? Yes, I
screen
do. Are you in New
around the
Orleans?
world.
No, we're not in New Orleans.
For the
This
first
is
time.
LA. Not Louisiana, LA, but
Now,
LA,
that's
Los
probably hard for you
Angeles.
to understand because you're born into this stuff. It's no big deal. But let me tell you, it was like taking a blindfold off. Because for the first time, for 10 cents on a Saturday
doing that on
afternoon,
purpose, by the
in
way.
a giant theater, when that curtain opened, you saw pictures like this. So what Hollywood did for the world, it brought the entire world together through motion pictures. Because for the first time, it didn't matter where in the world you were, everyone could see the same thing. First in black and white, then in living color, and the advancements have never stopped since then. When you go see a movie like Avatar, those are completely fabricated worlds that take years to create and thousands of digital artists. But you don't really see any of that. All you see is the world. I mean, look at how magnificent this is. These are the sunset mansions, they call them. If you've ever seen the movie Sunset Boulevard, starring Gloria Swanson and William Holden, it's an old black and white film that talks about what Hollywood was all about. It's not real. So there goes a Rolls Royce right there. Oh, it's just like mine. It makes my heart stop just a little bit every time I see it. But look at how magnificent this is. Every street has matching trees on either side. These are ficus trees on the right and left of the Sunset Boulevard here. They go all the way down to the ocean, almost. They're owned by the city of Beverly Hills. Don't touch those. Even if you buy property here, you don't own any of those trees. Those are all completely taken care of by the city. And remember, folks, that this is a desert. 95 is not from here. And it was brought here at a time that it was difficult to travel. This was before air flights. What? Yeah. Oh, there was a time before that? Yeah. That didn't really start until like the 1950s and 1960s. That's really a modern technology to be able to get into a metal tube and fly around the world at your will. Just for fun. That's brand new. And motion pictures was before that. Motion pictures made people want to go out of their towns and see the world because they saw it at the movies. On the right is one of the most magnificent mansions. Now, if you bought something like this today in the market, this would run you like $95 to $100 million. It's 30,000 square feet. Okay. 11 bedrooms, 17 bathrooms. There's like 2 swimming pools there, 2 like banquet halls, or call them ballrooms, maybe. Designed in France, brought here in pieces. We get rain a few times a year. See, it kind of threatens and it's going to rain, but you see it's going to be a sunny day today.
Do not
so the rain
spam,
doesn't actually
please.
come out of the sky.
I will time you out.
So how do we keep it looking like this? Well, we save it for the days that it rains, and then we send it back to the city to irrigate it to make July and August look almost exactly like December and January.
That was a Brabus.
What do you mean? Well, these are all evergreen, almost all of them. There's a few that drop leaves, but these particular plants and trees were chosen for their evergreen qualities. Why? Because it takes a long time to make a movie. And if the background doesn't change while filming from July to December, then you can't really tell that we shot something in that month and we put it together with something in another month. You're none the wiser. Why? Because it always looks like that. Yeah. This is a created world for your entertainment, folks. So I want you to feel some ownership to all of this, is what I'm trying to say. People come here and they feel like, oh my gosh, those guys have all that and we have whatever we have or whatever. You have to get into this idea that this was created because you guys went to the movies. You're still going to the movies. There's like so many blockbusters. The only thing now is just like, I just don't know how everybody is affording. Like, how are people affording, like, for like 3 kids and like, oh my goodness. Well, here's, you know, you pay for parking, you pay for everything. They're like, oh, that was a tax on, you just walked in here, that's $5. But I didn't buy a ticket yet. Just thinking about it costs $5. It's kind of like that here. The Beverly Hills Hotel. Built here in 1909, folks. That was like a blink of an eye ago. 115 years ago. Built to look like a Palm Beach resort to attract the richest people in the world. The kind of people that you saw in the movie Titanic. The kind of people that traveled the world on giant ships, not unlike the Titanic. Titanic was one of many. It was particularly important and spectacular. But there were many ships that people of that ilk, of that level, took to travel the world. That's how you saw the world back then, if you could afford it. So this hotel was built to look like a Palm Beach resort. They brought all these palm trees here. And now check this out. If you can imagine, at that time, everything in a 360-degree radius was not here. There were no houses on the hills. There were no houses down here. None of this. So just in 100 years of people going to the movies, this was created. For you to see. Because you were like, I want to see another one. I want to see more. I want to see more. And so they gave it to you. You should also understand that when you go to a movie, you pay into this quite a bit. Because like a $20 ticket, like $18.50 goes to the producer of the film, not to the theater that you're going to. Those really cool theaters that they build, and you know, high ceilings and all that, and you're like thinking, oh, they must be making a fortune off this film. They're not. They're making money off popcorn. It's practically free, and they charge you like $20 like a box. Here they do. I don't know how much it is at other places, but $17. That's, you know, it's in that range, somewhere in there, right? They're like, yeah. Tickets, I was going to go see Jurassic Park here. It was like $28. I was like, $28, and it's $2.50 for the fee to buy it, and then like a parking is $5. I'm not even in the theater yet. I gotta get my popcorn. You know what I mean? Like it's $50 for me. Pretty much. Yeah. You gotta really want to see these movies, but they're pretty spectacular. They really are. They spend a fortune on them. You may have to pick and choose which ones you want to see because it does get expensive unless you go and you don't eat popcorn or whatever. I like to have the whole experience, you know. So this area was created because people fell in love with movie stars. Movie stars were the first famous people ever. Because movie stars were the first people that all people knew. Oh my gosh, did you see that movie? Yeah, I did. Oh my gosh. Did you see that scene where she came out and he was hanging off that thing and she almost... I thought I would lose it. Yeah. The world... focal point that everybody knew. For the first time. And that created the phenomenon that we know today as fame. Oh my gosh, this is Nicole Kidman. I've met her a million times. She's like way from thin. I mean, it's not like... When she turns sideways, she disappears. Like, this kid, she was right here for a minute. She's amazing, okay? And she is great at the, you know, at the game of when you go to see her movies and she wants you to vote for her. She spends time with everyone. It's amazing. Some of them are really, really good at the social aspect of it. Other ones are not. And it honestly affects their careers a little bit. As far as like awards and things like that. Because we want to meet them. We want to talk to them. Yeah. Because we earned our SAG cards. We're like, hey, you can talk to us, Ben Affleck. You can talk to us. You know, but he I just use that name, but he's not really up for like, awards like that. Lots of you guys know. But this reality was created after people fell in love with movie stars. Movie stars were created by Hollywood and Hollywood studios. Now, here's what really was happening that people didn't understand. People flocked here from all over the world. They went around the world sometimes to bring people here, but a lot of people came here however they could get here because they wanted to be up on the screen. And Hollywood, imagine, was the only media source in the entire world. There was no competition. Can you imagine? Only the 5 studios were competing for the eyes of the entire world back then. So if you came here and thought that you had what it took to make it, you could go to the studios. They had open calls all the time. Hey kid, show us what you got. What are you going to do? I can do bird calls. Okay, go ahead. Okay, kids, go call us. We'll call you. Thanks for coming out. Who's next? I want to do a special reading from like, okay kid, go ahead, You, who are you? I'm Judy. Can you step over here, please? That's kind of how it was. If you walked in and they felt you had the essence of what would make people stand in line to see you 40 feet high, imagine seeing people for the first time, faces 40 feet high. Like the most beautiful women, the most handsome men in the most spectacular situations that you didn't even exist in when you lived in Kentucky. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yeah. You went to the movies and your eyes were like, pop.
Yeah,
No way. The entire world was watching Hollywood. No one really understood how it was happening. I know the elephants kind of like take over here, so I want you to take those in. They're amazing. We're going to actually go down this street later in the tour, okay? We're going to go down this section. So you're going to see a little bit of these. These are like an exhibit, like a temporary exhibit by a group from India, I believe. We'll see a sign anyway later. They're made from reeds. They wet the reeds. I saw like a documentary on it. I'm so full of useless information. Anyway.
Doggy.
I get sucked into documentaries like you cannot believe it. I'm like, wait a second, I just want to see the evidence. I want to see how they made that. Anyway, this is the retail area of Beverly Hills. So you kind of get an idea of what this is all about, I hope. If they thought you had what it took, they would sign you to a contract, they would bring you into the machine of that studio, and then they would sort of whip you into something that they thought, people would stand in line to see. And if you were lucky enough to be one of those people, well, you were probably on the ride of your life. Because the studio had your itinerary, you did what they said, cameras were on you everywhere you went. You were the very first famous people on the planet, right here in Hollywood, where they used this brand new contraption that allowed people to see things without traveling. At a time where traveling was impossible. That's also another point. You couldn't get here. I mean, you could, but it's going to take, it's going to take some planning. Depending on where you're coming from. You got to get across water. That's something to consider. I mean, think about the movie Titanic. That's why those guys who didn't have any money, they're trying to get on that boat. See what I'm saying? End up losing their life. Mr. Brainwash Art Museum here on the right. It's a really cool modern museum here. This is the main retail area of Beverly Hills. This is going to be our first stop today, ladies and gentlemen. Check out the Lamborghini on our left, dogs. It's coming up here.
Oh, shoot.
Hopefully we'll see some expensive cars today. Like a car like this, if it was new. I don't know if this is the brand new model. It looks pretty new. With that light, like that. With those little light beam strips. So this would run you like, $400,000. That's part of it. That's part of Hollywood. They come out for you. What? Yeah. They want you to like gape at them.
Oh my god, that sounds so good.
Other parts of the world,
I
it's
would
like
have so much fun
rude
with the Lambo, dude.
if you stare. Here, if you don't stare at them, they're upset about it. They're not even paying attention to me at all. Check out this Rolls Royce right here, just cruising. This is like a $500,000 automobile right there on the left.
On the side of the road, Dad would never.
No way. Yes way. Sorry, that's a California. Yes way. It's a brilliant response to no way. But came up with it where it is. Okay, so Rodeo Drive. We're at the middle of it here. It looks like I have my spot. I hope I do. Right there on the left. This is going to be a little short. Okay. Oh, I want to ask the group, really quickly. Does anybody have to be back at 5 o'clock? Raise your hand, please. Everybody's cool to go over. Oh, you do. Everybody's cool to go over time a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Because they say you get an hour at each stop. Have you guys seen that online? It's not a thing. It's not really possible, actually. You'll see. For you to see all this and then get to these different places, if we spent an hour at each place, it's like incredible. So we as drivers have figured out how to chop this all up. Okay, so you're going to get at least an hour, probably more, at the beach and at the lunch stop at Farmers Market in the Grove. And we can talk about how much more time we want to take, okay, as a group. And we can decide on that. And that means we'll go a little bit longer. We take some time out of the Griffith Park stop because it's the last stop of the day. And there's the sign and there's, the downtown. But once you've seen it, it's kind of like, oh, you know what I mean? So, and people are kind of ready to go. So we do like a shorter stop then. Does everybody understand that? So we have 4 stops today. Rodeo Drive. Now, it says we stop at Hollywood Boulevard. We no longer do that. They just have not changed the website. The reason that we don't stop there is because we are just a couple blocks under it. So you can just walk up there. And that's what people kept giving us reviews saying, hey, why did they charge, stop there? We could just walk there. So we added a stop. People have different drivers have decided on a different stop. I think it's great to break here because otherwise it's 2 hours to the beach. So you get to see Rodeo Drive. And we do generally 25 minutes. We could do a half an hour here. But it's really just walking up and down the street. You're midway through the street here. And I'll leave it up to you guys how long you want to do. I'm just going to tell you my professional opinion. Usually people get over it kind of quickly once they walk down because unless you're going in and shopping, some of you might be, okay? I'm going to check with my sizes before you leave the bus, okay? Because I do take gifts from the street in lieu of tips, okay? So, no, anyway. So yeah. So normally you do 25 minutes. That seems to be plenty. We could do 30 minutes. What do you guys think? Raise your hand if you want to do 25. Raise your hand. Most of you want to do a half an hour? Is that what I'm hearing? Okay, half an hour. All right, it's up to you guys. Because honestly, an hour is way too long, and then we would be 7 o'clock if we did that. Honestly, it'd be way too late. At this point, it would be probably 5:30 or something like that. We'll just check it out. All right, so 10:50. So that would be 11:20.
You just did it
Okay, go. Everybody synchronize your watches. It's 10:50 right now. Now this is
there
crucial.
he is. He's right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I see
back
everyone's
right there.
faces back there? You've got to be back on time. Does everyone understand that?
Yeah, whatever he
crucial.
says.
If one group is late, everybody is late. We'll call one time. I call the office. I call one time. If they don't answer, which a lot of times they don't, then we have to go. Okay, does everybody understand that? So set a timer, make somebody be responsible for the time, okay? And get back a minute or two early. Don't get back right on time. Please don't get back right on time. All right, now this is an open street. You can leave stuff in the bus if you like, okay? But things that you would die if it was missing, I would take it with you. Like cell phones, wallets, things like that. Please be careful stepping off the bus because this is an active street here, so you want to make a left.
It's the same Lambo. He came back, yeah.
If you can, make a left and come back around the front of the bus.
Bro,
There's a restroom here in this building, but my professional opinion is only use it if you absolutely have to, because it's for one person, and for whatever reason, it's always full. There's not a Starbucks. There's a Starbucks a couple blocks down, but over where you don't. I mean, you might. You'd have to skip. You have to skip. You can probably do it, but you'd miss Rodeo. Yes. That makes sense? Because it's down a couple blocks and it's down. We passed it. It's right across that. Well, then we should go there.
That Lambo spun the block and went down. What road is this? He said it was Rodeo.
No, I mean, you want to So I'm going to take the
Sorry.
follow me around and keep facing me. And I'm going to get the whole street. You're going to start this way. Who's with you? Okay, go this way. Okay, so get this way. And then I'm going to go around here as well. You ready? 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. Okay, now move with me. 2, 3. Move with me. 2, 3. 3. And now we're going to have a side. 2, 3. 2, 3. Okay, we got you. All right, next group.
Active interaction.
Same thing.
What's up, KMF? What?
We're gonna do that too.
Oh, the tips. Yeah, I thought you said toes.
I hear him.
He's freaking causing trouble, dog.
It really is.
It's so loud. It scares me.
Lauren, you weren't ready for that?
No, I wasn't.
I stuck my hand out the window and was like,
Yeah, and I jumped. I didn't know that.
dude, there's so many loud cars. There's a Corvette right there, but that's not even close to something crazy we'll see today. There's a Porsche.
It's a cyber.
Cybertruck. Ew. Stinky.
We're gonna start facing. Well, you guys will face me this way.
Hold on, let me get the back.
Pull in. Make sure you see him.
1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. Yeah. 2, 3. Touch the air in the background. Now, take out the whole street. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. There you are. Okay. You're welcome. You got like 10 or 15 on. Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Donnie, they made a statue of you.
Rodeo Drive, bruh. Really? That ain't even funny, dude. That ain't even funny. What's up, Lilo? Hope you're having a great one. Welcome to Rodeo Drive. I've never even heard of this brand. Ferragamo? I don't even know how to say that. Montclair, Balenciaga. There's a Gucci outlet right here.
Yo, bro, you remember that one Power Ranger show we used to watch?
Which one?
TV. I forgot what like the initials stood for. I just remember the logo. It was something Beast. It was like that one with like the red, blue, and yellow dude.
Oh, the animated one with
No. They had like
Mega
gorillas and like
what?
You'll remember it if you were to see it.
Bro. I guess we're on different pages.
It was like my favorite Power
It's
Ranger show
Gucci,
ever.
Prada,
Those reminded me of that.
Montclair, Balenciaga, Givenchy. I need a Givenchy flex chain. Or a flex bracelet, yeah. Yeah, they're like $70, but in LA they're probably 200. So we could keep walking. Yeah.
What even are those?
What, a Givenchy flex bracelet? Oh, it's just a bracelet with some charms on it. So.
Dude, I could make a bracelet with some fun.
I looked in Alabama, they didn't have it.
Of course not.
They got Patek Philippe, Rolex. They got all
I
the
like voice crack better than I can't do
all the
that.
watch places.
I can't do voice crack.
It's like when I prepare.
Can I go in and get a Patek? Courtesy of you. Hollywood Tours. Our bus is better. They're in a van.
That's a lot of people in green shirts.
Dio,
That scared me.
Bro, come on. You watched, bro? Go back there.
No, I didn't
watched
see
him go
him. I
back
wasn't
there.
watching him. I was watching something else. I was watching those green shirt people.
So cool. Another one. What's called that Jaguar?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, see, that's me. That gorilla is me. That gorilla is a lot cooler. That one over there in the corner?
Oh,
Black.
because it's
No, what? No. I said it was bigger.
Oh.
Y'all are taking that way out of proportion.
I like that one.
That is
There's a naked butt woman, guys.
So what do we want to do?
Do not take a
If
picture.
you guys want a picture.
I was talking about the cherry. I like the cherry.
By that.
I wasn't looking at the picture.
good job.
We are nice.
Keep smiling. This area is under video surveillance. No climb. Oh, okay.
We can walk this in like 2 seconds. Come on, guys.
I was like, what is that texting?
Yes, I thought.
Oh, my hair is crazy from that initial ride, dude.
Same. Mine is
Oh my gosh, my hair is crazy from that first ride, bro.
Yeah, I had to take off my
I can't even see. And now we cross. Now we cross. Am I mugging or am I not? Oh, we can just walk the entire street. Every light is red right now. I'm pretty sure. Are there any cool cars? Wait out this outside of the store. Please connect. Please connect. Please connect back. All right. Yes. Successful reconnect. That's my bad.
So
Hi.
Stand for now.
Ready? One.
one episode I have to say, I don't watch on the hair.
It's too far.
Here it is. Because they got the new rookie from Texas. And then and then the first.
McLaren was cool with the Lambo.
Yeah.
That's what I would do if I had a by the door.
And you didn't even
It still feels. It's like what, 72 maybe. It was good. Gorilla Bun.